All right, it's day 4 of not smoking weed. And I'm cool now, but the hardest part about it is just feeling all your emotions. I'm like, that's the biggest thing with weed. It just blocks everything out. You're always good. Now, that's a positive thing and it's a negative thing. Because if you're out, what? I've been blocking out my emotions since like day one. I've been smoking religiously since like 12 years old. I'm 28 right now. So I'm like, it blocks out all your emotions, so you're always good. And that's the thing, because I always travel to all of these other places, go to all these other spots or states, and I'm always alone. So, like, the marijuana really helps out with that. That's why you hear people whenever they're smoking all day and they've smoked every day. People do it for different reasons, but the biggest thing is it's just a mask. It really is. So I'm like, I had to get a tooth pulled, and I've been thinking about stopping for a while now, just because I'm just haven't been productive as much as I want to be. So I'm like, and I just never have not smoked. So I've always been kind of I have a lot of friends, but and I talk a lot, but I'm actually a loner. Like I'm always whenever you're smoking weed, you don't really realize or think about, but I'm like, I've only had one girlfriend, and I'm like, she ended up being my daughter's mom. I'm like, with friends and everything. Yeah, I have other friends, but I'm like, that was mainly because I was like the party guy who would throw parties. You know what I'm saying? Like, well, I'd have friends anyway, but I'm like never like the real. Well, I don't know. I guess I got close friends. I don't know where I'm going with that. But I'm like, the hardest part about smoking weed is just like you see that you're alone. I mean, that's it. I woke up today and just was I'm not, I don't want to say depressed because that wasn't the word, but more like aware of being alone, which is a good thing, because in order to fix a problem, you have to see that there is a problem. I'm not saying it is a problem, but I'm like, and this is why I stopped watching porn too. Sorry to get into that, but I'm like, if you're smoking weed and you got porn, you don't really even need, you get, obviously you want a lady, but I'm like, you're just fine. You don't really feel like you're missing out on anything. But I stopped watching porn because I think it made me over sexualize every female that I saw, really, and I don't like that. But, you stop smoking weed and you realize what you really need to work on, though, and like, it would be nice to get a girl or a girlfriend or, someone to wake up next to. And you realize that, I think that's one of the biggest things for me. Then, like I said, and having that mask off, So I'm like, but it's good to have that sometimes, because then you could actually work on the things that you want to work on and the inner emotions that you want to work on. So it's day 4, not smoking weed. Like I said, it's not far, and it was just 420 yesterday. I always pick the weirdest times, Uh, it's the month of 420, 2020, and it was 420 yesterday. Everybody's smoking and stuff, which is cool, but I'm like, you know what? I want to remove the mask so I could actually work on what's underneath the mask, And I'm like, and I don't know, I still have like an ounce out here somewhere, and I'm like, and it's very tempting just because I know if I smoke that even just a little bit, I'm good. You don't think about it. So I'm like, do you use it as something that helps out with your depression or like your anxiety or your loneliness? Do you just smoke a little bit and then you're like, then you're fine, which is a good thing because you're able to cope and go on about your business? Or do you stop smoking, you realize you're all alone and kind of lonely and this and that, you don't really have anybody to talk to, and then you solve that problem, and then you get a girl, like, I don't know, but I'm like, that's why I got this whole little camera set up, which sounds kind of lame or weird or whatever, but I'm like, fuck it, you just kind of need an outlet to talk to. So day 4, the hardest part of me about smoking is taking that mask off and realizing kind of what's underneath it. All right, I'll keep you updated, and maybe whenever I get to 30 days without smoking weed or something like that, maybe I post up another one, let you know how it is, or even if I get to 30 days, because like I said, all these emotions and stuff you feel whenever you're not smoking weed all the time, the motherfucker's hard, but I guess, you got to feel that in order to move up. And like I said, a big reason why I stopped is just because I wasn't living optimally. I'm trying to focus on fitness, and whenever you smoke, I know, there's ways to avoid it where you don't have the munchies for real. Like you just smoke and then have a meal already planned that you plan on eating, which is what I would do. But, you know, so we'll see how it goes.